guys, welcome back to another Simply Dark episode. In today's video, we are going to be talking about something that I feel is so interesting, and I'm pretty sure you guys will feel the same way. And what we are going to be talking about is ancient Egypt. More specifically, the Sphinx of Giza. We are going to be talking about something that we are not sure if it's real, but that a lot of people in this field of archaeology believes to be true, but we just don't know exactly where it is. And we are talking about the Hall of Records. So if you guys have never heard about this before, it is said that the Hall of Records holds the key to understanding our civilization and the real history of humanity. The Hall of Records is basically a huge library that is buried somewhere in Egypt. And many people believe that it could be located under the enigmatic Sphinx of Giza. So this huge library is said to house the knowledge of the ancient Egyptians documented in papyrus scrolls, and is believed to account for the history of the lost continent of Atlantis and its location. Compared in importance, the Hall of Records is just as the Great Library of Alexandria, which, if you don't know, housed Grecian knowledge. But unfortunately, it was burned to the ground and we lost all its amazingness. While mainstream scholars firmly state that there are no real proof that the Hall of Records really exists, scientists like Robert Schoch and Thomas Dobek, among others, believe that the Hall of Records could be situated under the Sphinx of Giza. And while many people believe that the Hall of Records was built by the ancient Egyptians, there are others that believe that the Hall of Records was there way before the Egyptians, and it was built by a rather much more old civilization. Now, if the Hall of Records really existed, and if someone was to stumble across it, it would be one of the most important human finds in history, as it would not only replicate a lot of the important documents from Alexandria, but also shed light on Egyptian history. For die-hard believers on the Hall of Records, this means getting details on where the Egyptians come from, or perhaps where they really come from, which of course leads us to two of the most known conspiracy theories: aliens and Atlantis. So the first theory is that a lot of people believe in the idea of ancient aliens, worldly beings who visited Earth to assist and be worshipped by ancient people. And the Hall of Records, if found, could hold just the confirmation that they are looking for. The same goes for the lost continent of Atlantis and the people who think that perhaps its inhabitants ended up hanging out by the Nile, which is basically the second most believed conspiracy theory. They believe that actually the Egyptians come from Atlantis, which every time I read this theory just blows my mind because it's so interesting. And if you guys want to know more about Atlantis, and if you would like me to do a video on it, just let me know in the comments below and I will for sure do one. Now, you might be wondering why the obvious has not been done. In other words, why has nobody got in and looked to see either there is, in fact, a Hall of Records under the Sphinx of Giza? And the answer to that is, it's complicated. According to a report, On the University of Arizona website, a series of expeditions indeed took place between 1991 and 1993, led by an independent Egyptologist called John Anthony West, who conducted seismic and geological surveys around the Great Sphinx. Their findings indicated that the pattern of erosion on the Sphinx suggested it was carved at the end of the last Ice Age, when the heavy rains fell in Western Sahara. In other words, more than 12,000 years ago. Not 4,000 and a half, as it is widely believed. Seismic surveys from their research also suggested there may be unexplored tunnels and cavities in the bedrock beneath the Sphinx, including a large rectangular chamber 20 feet beneath the monument front pose. However, further research of the Sphinx is said to be now blocked and forbidden by the Egyptian government. So basically they say that we cannot go in and we cannot do any more research on this because obviously the Sphinx is very old and is very sensitive, and if we touch it we will eventually destroy it, so they want to preserve as much as they can of it, and for that reason we cannot touch it and we cannot find out anything else about it. Now, there are loads and loads of conspiracy theories on the internet about the Sphinx. There are people that say that the Sphinx has a hole in its head, and they actually have pictures of it. Like if you search on Google you will find it for sure, and they say that that's an entrance to the Sphinx, but no one have ever gone there. There are other theories that say that there is a mechanism in one of the Sphinx ears that allows you to open a secret passage, but that was never found as well. And there are also theories that say that the government doesn't want us to know the truth. They say that probably the government already know about the existence of this Hall of Records, but they don't want make it public because that would just generate a lot of controversy. And can you imagine if we really found something like that? Like, it would change the world for sure. And some people just say that the government is scared of that, and that's why they are not allowing anyone to touch the Sphinx, with the excuse that the Sphinx is just too old and we can't touch it, otherwise we gonna destroy it. So a very big question still remains. Is the Great Sphinx of Giza sitting on a huge secret? So you let me know, guys. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about all this secrecy around the Sphinx? Do you believe that this might be true? Do you think it's nothing more than a conspiracy theory? Do you think the government is hiding something? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment below. I'm very interested in hearing your comments and thoughts. I will for sure reply to you as well, like I always do. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If yes, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. It really helps my videos to get out there. Also, don't forget to subscribe and join the family so you can get all my videos as soon as I upload them. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next episode. Bye!